Hey, Nerd Nation! It's your boys, Amp and Kenny, the dynamic duo, the OG nerds. Kenny, what's up, my man?
What's up, bro?
What's up,
How you
man?
doing, Doc?
So, good, man, good. Just got off of work, ready to record episode 37.
Yep.
Look at us,
We're
man.
almost to 50.
Almost.
Almost.
Well, let's get to 40 first, and then we'll get
Okay,
to 50.
but 40 is an insignificant number.
I
It's
know,
just
I know. I'm just
40.
saying. I'm just saying. So, today's Thursday, post Super Bowl. I'm on the right calendar now. I'm on the right
Yeah,
schedule.
now you're right. We probably should have done this like a few days ago.
Yeah,
we're a
but
few days removed now. But
we're busy.
it was
What'd you think?
it was a good game. It was a good game, bro. Good game. Like I hate how it ended.
Yeah.
I hated it. Like I was going for the Bengals the entire time. And I know that they missed the call on the T Higgins, was it 75-yard touchdown?
Yeah, on
they
Jalen
missed
Ramsey.
it, but that was in the middle of a game, and like they weren't calling anything all game. These were two of the least penalized teams all season, and literally at the very end, they just started calling everything for the Rams. I mean, like in favor of the Rams, and like I'm not saying the Rams didn't deserve to win. Like they went all in this year. They said screw them picks. They deserve it, but I feel it was kind of like a shitty way to win it. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously, like they'll take it. Like who cares?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it just the last 2 minutes was not an indicator of how the game went.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Then,
So it was
it was a soft call, like that call on Wilson on Cup, like that. Even like in regular season, you don't call that. You know what I mean? You're calling it in the last 2 minutes of the Super Bowl. Like that's insane.
Yeah, it just gave the Rams a little more life, obviously, because that was, I think, third down.
That was third down, yeah. That was almost the ball game.
Well, actually, so it was third, and they have to go for four. They have to go 4 on fourth.
Yeah.
That's it. So they give them a whole new set of downs.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
And then Eli Apple was Eli Apple, and got burnt by Cooper Kupp. I think twice in that game. What was
twice.
I remember
it. Well, I think the T Higgins touchdown was on Apple as well. The one from Mixon.
Huh?
Oh, my bad.
I was T Higgins on Apple. Damn,
he just sucks. He just
his own teammates are burning him. No. You mean the Odell touchdown?
That
one wasn't on him, but there was another play where also Cooper Kupp just destroyed Eli Apple.
I mean, can we talk about how Cooper Kupp is always open? First of all, actually, rewind. Odell Beckham getting hurt was a huge
changed the game completely.
Huge changed the complete game.
The Rams they weren't doing anything after he got hurt because he was cooking them. Then he goes out. Stafford couldn't do anything. The run game didn't do anything the entire game, even before Odell got hurt. It just shows like how much value he really did bring to this team, and like how it actually not paid off for them, but people have written him off.
Oh, for sure.
Some people thought he was done. He was washed, and here he was contributing.
Yeah. No, I mean the offense completely just disappeared when he got hurt, and I was talking to Andy in the fourth quarter, and I'm like, this last drive they need to target Kupp. That's it, and they actually did, which was good to see. Because
I mean, that's literally why he won MVP. I think the last drive, I think he had 4 catches. For
it was
so many yards, a touchdown. Even though he still shouldn't have won it, should have been Aaron Donald.
I would have given it to Donald as the other person that could have won it, but definitely not Stafford.
No, it wasn't Stafford. No,
Kupp, it was then maybe somebody else.
On ESPN and everything, the whole week, the debate has been it have went to Aaron Donald. I think he had 5 or 6 QB hurries, whatever.
I think he had 2 or 3 sacks.
2 sacks, and then he made the play at the end of the game to win the game.
Yeah, actually,
Kupp scored a touchdown to put him ahead.
Yeah,
and then Donald ended the game.
And honestly, the Bengals were driving. I think they were going to get into
range,
and McPherson was not going to miss.
Nah, and when they were driving, I'm like, yo, here goes Burrow. And on that play, when he made the play, Chase was alone. I don't know if you've seen it. He put a move on Ramsey. Ramsey was on his knees, on the ground. Chase was wide open. If Burrow gets time, that would have been game. Would have been game. Like that's it. There is no OT. But yeah, he made the play. I mean, I think I would have given it to Donald, but whatever. Cooper Kupp also deserves it. So
yeah. Well, the other thing, I am happy to see the Rams win it. One for Stafford, one for Donald, but also the fact that they went all in, man. And it's kind of,
like I'm glad you say it like that because I just said that too. But why are we happy for them for going all in and winning?
Because it actually worked. We've seen teams go all in and it doesn't work. So it's kind of just like we put all our chips in.
But we because we shit on other teams and other leagues when they do it. When an NBA team does it,
because you're more
ring chasing. When the Yankees do it, they bought their titles.
Okay, hold on. So ring chasing, we complain to the player. KD to the Golden State. That was
Eric Weddle. Eric Weddle came out for 1 month. Like, man, let me get this ring real quick, and then I'm gonna bounce.
But they needed him, and he played a huge part.
But nobody is.
Here's the difference: football is such a team sport that you need all these pieces. You're not going to win without pieces all around.
That brings up another question that I've seen on ESPN or saw somewhere. Is like, which title is the hardest to win? And for the longest time, I would say the Super Bowl. But the more I think about it, I actually think Super Bowl might be easier to win. For maybe not the team, but as a player, because you don't repeat ever in the Super Bowl. Like,
no.
Like, look, in a minute, we'll talk about our predictions for next year. Even if the Rams go all in next year, like, you don't expect them to win again. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't happen in the NFL. Besides the Patriots when they did it,
which I don't think we'll ever see again.
In basketball, there's 3 peats. Like, look, it hasn't been one in a while, but it's happened a lot. You know what I mean? The Lakers have done it. The Bulls did it. The Spurs, I don't think they ever 3-peated, but they won a lot consistently.
Yeah.
The Heat went to 4 finals in a row. You know what I mean? Like,
and then so did the Warriors and Cavs.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like.
So what are you saying? The Super Bowl? How is the Super Bowl easier then?
Because unless you're on those Cavs teams or those Laker teams, you're not getting a ring.
Oh, you're saying you have a more likely if you're like in the NBA, if you're not on those top 5 to 7 teams, you're never going to see the finals.
Exactly. Look, I'm a Knicks fan. Like, you think the Knicks have any chances here? No. Look at the Bengals.
Yeah, they
were literally the worst team.
And I'm pretty sure I made this argument to you. No, maybe not. I don't remember.
If you did, and I was against it, then I changed my mind.
I don't remember exactly.
Because, like, look, if you're on the Kings or if you're on the Pacers, you never expect, no matter which NFL team you're on, you go in every year. And I know, like, King players or whatever, they'll say, like, they're playing for it. They think they have a chance. They always have a chance until they're out. It's bullshit. No. Yeah. But if you're in the NFL, like, even if you're on the worst team, if you say, I think we still have a chance, like, even if people think you're crazy, you're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I mean, look at, like, the Saints back then. They went from worst to first.
Yeah, bro, it happens. Right?
Look at the Bengals in 2 years.
Or from first to worst. A lot of
Super
Bowl winners don't even make it back to the playoffs next year.
The winners, that's true. But
the winners,
lately, the Chiefs made it right back. The Bucs made it back.
But like I'm saying, like historically speaking,
yeah, no, for sure. It is easier in the NFL to do a quick turnaround.
Oh, for sure.
But this is why I'm kind of happy for the Rams because they mortgage their future. You can't turn around without the draft.
Yeah.
Like once their window's closed, which is probably another year or two, they're done.
But
like
you know what?
They're not winning anymore.
And I'll give them this. It's like people that say, they went all in. They did this. They said screw these picks. But when they needed to win, the 2 guys that made the plays were drafted by the Rams.
Kupp
Aaron
and
Donald and Cooper Kupp. Like they were.
That's that's why they were able to go all in. They had
Yeah.
core of Donald,
they have
probably the
top
best
3
defensive player in years.
He's a top 3 all-time defensive player already.
Honestly. Then they had Cup. They had Robert Woods, who they didn't draft. They signed. But they also signed Woods when he wasn't that good.
Like, well, he was good. He wasn't
in Buffalo.
Good.
He was fine, but he wasn't what he was with the Rams. And then they traded 2 years ago. They traded 2 picks for Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
And then they traded the 2 firsts for Stafford. And then they traded, I think, a 2 and a 3 or a 2 and a 4 for Von Miller.
And then they signed Odell. When they didn't need him because Robert Woods wasn't hurt yet.
Yeah.
Remember, Robert Woods got
hurt like a day or
same
two
practice or the very next day. Insane. But
yeah. But that just shows when you're going all in, when you know your window is a year or two, you try whatever. You never know. Look at the Packers. There's rumor of the Packers about to give Rodgers $45 million and Devontae $35, which I don't see how they can afford both, but they'll figure it out because if you don't,
anything anyways.
I know, but if you let Rodgers go, then you're absolutely not winning anything.
Oh yeah,
like that's it. You're done. No.
Jordan Love comes in on a rookie contract if he's good enough,
right off the bat.
Then you go on it. Okay, I said he's still on his rookie contract for what? 2 more years? 3 more years?
He just wrapped up his second. So, 2 more years before they have to decide on the option.
The fifth-year option.
Yeah.
So, let me ask you, this Super Bowl win, who does it help the most, legacy-wise? Who, it always goes for the quarterback mainly. So, I guess Stafford. For Stafford, what's your opinion on it? Or Stafford or Odell? And it sucks for Odell to get hurt. Oh, because he was balling, man. He's going to be a free agent, right? He was about to enter free agency,
at a peak level.
Yeah, at a peak level that he hasn't reached in a while.
You know that he scored the same amount. If I have the stat correctly, the same amount of touchdowns that his tenure with the Rams than his entire tenure with the Browns.
I think in 17 games or something like that with the Browns. Yeah, man. Baker fucking sucks. He sucks. We can argue about it. I think Baker's bottom 3 quarterback in the league. Bottom 3 starting quarterback in the league.
Damn,
that's what I got. There's not.
I can't think of the worst quarterbacks right now.
There's not any quarterback that I wouldn't take.
Who'd you take? This probably Zach Wilson or Baker Mayfield.
Zach Wilson. Tua or Baker? Tua.
Okay, that's
Tua. Okay, relax. Anybody. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh yeah, Jimmy gets shit on a lot, but Jimmy's always in the playoffs.
Okay, so
I know that his team is good. I know this team is good, but he also doesn't lose you games. Jimmy's fine.
This is why I brought up what does this for Stafford's legacy, because people will say, "Oh, he finally got a ring." You can say that he got carried to a ring.
No, because the team. No, come on, man. He did not get carried.
Okay,
without him, they're not there.
What do you mean? They made it with Goff.
I know, but they didn't the year before.
Okay, but they made it. You can't say they wouldn't be there without him. Obviously, he's an upgrade over Goff.
Yeah, he definitely put them over the top. But it's
he
also
put over the top. But you can say he has 2 Hall of Famers, 3 Hall of Famers playing playing defense for him.
Who you putting? You putting Cup in the Hall of Fame already?
I said defensive players.
Oh, okay. I just heard 3 overall.
You can say that defense carried them.
Von Miller and Aaron Donald.
People love to shit on Eli about the defense carrying them. Our defenses were never this defense. Ever.
Yeah, the defense definitely carried him, but the offense also was really good. It's not like they were an average or shitty offense.
Yeah, I'm saying, but why would this do so much for Stafford's legacy?
Because he's been stuck in Detroit doing no playoff wins. He had maybe 2 appearances.
I mean, it's
just sad. Which probably more than the Dolphins have had. And the team went all in on him, and he actually went to the Super Bowl in his first year there and won it. So all he had to
do was be better than Goff.
But he also had to be better than all the QBs he faced in the playoffs.
No, he didn't. He didn't have to be better than them. He has this amazing defense. The defense had to be better than those quarterbacks.
I know that he has the best defense in the league. But what I'm trying to say is the gap between him being carried and him actually being good enough to win is small. Like, I don't think he was carried.
I just don't get why we give him that benefit of the doubt when other quarterbacks haven't gotten that.
Like who?
Like Eli. People love to bring up.
That's just idiots.
I don't know.
Eli is a Hall of Fame. What did Eli ever do? Like, he did nothing.
I was literally talking to I have my Giants group chat. I don't understand what Eli ever did to people.
Shout out to the Dynasty Dogs.
Yeah, for real. We're gonna have them on eventually, but I don't know what Eli ever did to make some people hate him. I think it's maybe people think that he came into the league like an entitlement because he's a Manning.
Years ago. And
he's a Manning.
Because the whole trade thing with San Diego.
Or some people think like his last name carried him. Like, if he wasn't a Manning, people which is you think his last name made those plays in the Super Bowl? Like, that's not how it works.
Then why is Michael Jordan's son not? Why did he make it to the NBA?
It's not how that works. I don't know what it is. I don't know because it's also New York, and New York media will literally New York media does more damage for its stars than it does good. Like when a Knicks player does bad, right? Everybody just not worldwide, but nationwide. Meanwhile, if a player on the Kings sucks, nobody cares.
Come on, man. We're talking about.
But I'm just saying, it's magnified when you play in New York.
Yeah, no, for sure. But Eli's a Hall of Famer, man. Like, anyone that wants to argue, come on the show.
And I will argue, maybe he shouldn't be, right? But based off of who has gotten in already and how the Hall of Fame is made up already, he gets in. Okay,
so speaking of the Hall of Fame, you saw what Richard Sherman said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I get what he's saying.
I do too. So, but you're
not the Hall of Good.
It's not the Hall of Good. And actually, this is funny because you and I both thought and agreed that Matt Stafford's a Hall of Famer even before he got to the Rams. But then, remember, we were like, he's gonna finish top 10 in all-time passing stats and everything. But now that we look at Richard Sherman's argument,
and you look if you really look at Stafford's
never been a top 5 QB. And it's funny, remember when we were talking about 2 episodes ago with Steve, and we were talking about the greats, literally the greatest quarterbacks ever all retiring, right? And Steve kind of bunched Matt Stafford in there, and you and I were like, he's not in that group.
Like, honestly,
he's never been a top 5 quarterback.
In the Hall of Fame shouldn't include Eli. It will, but it shouldn't.
What do you mean the Hall of Fame? What?
Like one, these guys like if we're really gonna say it's the Hall of Fame,
if we're gonna make it even God
what it should mean, you know what I mean? Because no offense to Dolphin fans, Greasy shouldn't be in.
Okay.
Greasy shouldn't be in. Joe Namath, God.
Joe Namath should not be in.
Yeah, God. At all. But they are. So that's why guys like Eli definitely should get in. Even Phillip Rivers should get in. You know what I mean? And they will. But I was reading these arguments and stuff. And if they were really if the Hall of Fame was really the greatest, Eli shouldn't get in. Phillip Rivers shouldn't get in. Big Ben almost shouldn't get in. All right. And Matthew Stafford definitely shouldn't get in. But I will say this, because people are arguing, Stafford should get in. Stafford should get in. If Stafford getting in means Eli's 100% in, but Eli getting in does not mean Stafford gets in. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. And I get what you mean with, so for example, I think baseball, they don't have a set number of guys that get in every year. I think one year they only got 1 or 2 guys in the Hall of Fame. Right?
If there's no GOATs, that's the way it should be. It should be.
But football, they put, I think, a set number of 5 or 6, whatever it is, every year. So, for example, they just put in Sam Mills. I never watched play, linebacker for the Saints.
I just know he played for the Panthers and for the Saints. Yeah,
his stats are nowhere near. No, I shouldn't say nowhere near. But Zach Thomas's stats are definitely better. But this is Sam Mills' last year of eligibility before he gets passed on to now the Veterans Award or something.
I don't know what he did, but I know he's very respected. Like I don't know why or whatever, but exactly
is it
that's
the
why he
Hall
gets
of
in.
Gentlemen?
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
I think
No,
it should
I
be.
get what you're saying.
I think it should be like GOATs. Like you're in the GOAT conversation for your position. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Stafford, and actually Eli was never a top 5 quarterback either.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
No, I know.
But based off how it is, Eli 100% gets in. Like at this point, he has to get in.
But
you can't go back. You can't go back now and remove guys. You know what I mean?
They should. Here's the thing, though. Eli is probably going to get in, not only his career stats, but the 2 Super Bowls, right?
Yeah.
Like, so are we doing regular season or are you doing playoffs? Like, you know what I mean? Remember the whole Julian Edelman talk was just garbage.
So
garbage,
we had
right?
we had that talk in my Giants league, like because one guy I think he said was Edelman's a Hall of Famer because look at what he made in the playoffs, and I said that's bull because the playoffs are a quarterback stat for the most part. Like when you bring up like look at Marino. If Marino had 1 or 2 rings, he will be in the GOAT conversation, but he doesn't, so he's not. Right?
Yeah.
When you bring up Peyton, when you bring up Brady, whoever, you always talk about rings, Super Bowl MVPs, even, right? Look at the GOAT conversation for wide receivers. How many rings does Megatron have?
Oh no.
Is he in the GOAT conversation? He is.
How
about Randy Moss?
I think it's Jerry, it's Randy, and
I'm saying he's in the conversation, right?
Randy's 2.
How many rings does Randy Moss have?
Nothing.
It doesn't hurt him.
Never even been to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did.
Think. Oh, yeah, of course with the Patriots.
Yes,
with
sir,
the Patriots. Sorry,
yes,
sorry,
sir.
sorry.
18-1. That's right. Don't forget it. All right. That's the only reason why the Dolphins even have a perfect season still, or the only team to have a perfect season.
Thank you.
But it doesn't hurt a receiver, so you can't use it in favor of them either, in my opinion.
Yeah. No. For Julian Edelman's trash. Get out of here.
Yeah, I don't think he's a Hall of Famer at all. But that's where we're at. Like if he gets in, like
who?
Like Edelman, like that's just a perfect example of what it means.
He's never had 1,000 yards in the regular season.
The Hall of Fame is just the Hall of good guys too. Like because if you weren't a good guy, if you weren't nice to the media,
that's why T.O. didn't get in first ballot.
It's
like get the hell out of here. His stats are Hall of Fame.
And then baseball.
I'm not even gonna discuss baseball. Baseball's a joke.
Why is Big Papi getting in? Meanwhile, A-Rod, Barry Bonds, like why? Because they weren't nice guys.
They weren't media guys.
They were jerks, and like that sucks. Like I don't like they should have been better dudes. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever.
Yeah, but we're not.
We're not basing it off of their personality. We're basing it off of what they contribute to the sport. You know, like what they did on the field, and you know, but it is what it is. I think the Super Bowl win also would have helped Odell a lot. Injury sucks. You know what I mean?
Honestly,
it would have helped. It would have helped him. I'm talking about like not legacy wise, but I'm saying like get a contract for next year for put him back on the map.
That's the thing. No, he was going to get bro. The free agent class for receivers is not great. So
he was going to get. He was going to pay a little more.
You know what sucks? So he was going to be one of the top names, and so was Chris Godwin, the top name. They both got hurt, man. So like, they're not going to get what they would have.
Is it confirmed that Odell tore his ACL, or they still believe it?
It's confirmed. Yeah.
Yeah. So it sucks, man.
I mean, he said he might give him a discount and come back.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
I mean, honestly, it should. I mean, that kind of sucks for them too. They're gonna have 2 guys coming off of ACL tears.
Oh,
Robert Woods. Yeah. I mean, I'm happy for Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald is putting himself in the GOAT conversation. He's not better than the LT, so let's not get crazy. And it's not fair to him either. First of all, 2 completely different positions they play. They're each the GOAT at their respective position. But honestly, it's not
the fact. How does Donald do what he does at the defensive tackle position?
Yeah, man. It's not fair to him. It's kind of like Cowboy fans comparing Parsons to Lawrence Taylor. Like that's not fair to Parsons either. Like just let the kid be him. Like he's going to be great. But let him be Parsons. You know what I mean? But whatever, man. Another season has come and gone. The Rams won't be back next year. Sorry to our boy Rob.
So what do you think? In early predictions, what do you think for next year?
Like, if you're looking at it just on the surface, you'll see the Rams are going to go back if they can bring everybody back and keep the game together. But look at the Bucks. I think they returned all 22 starters.
Mm-hmm.
First team ever to do that.
Yep.
Injuries happen.
It's just so hard.
Some guys fall off. Like,
some guys
it's hard to maintain.
Gets half naked in the end zone and quits on your team.
Like, you think I love Cooper Kupp. I even drafted him as my first receiver in Dynasty.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Or do you think he put up arguably the best wide receiver season ever? It's almost impossible to expect it again. You know what I mean? Like even if he doesn't do this, like, he can still be great next year. But you won't have that. I don't know, man. I don't think the Rams go back. I don't think the Bengals go back. I think the Bengals still need to fix that O-line. I think this actually helps them. Sorry, this helps them because now they can see they can go all in because they have plenty of cap. They need O-line. They can go all in. Maybe in a year or two, go back. In 2 years, go back.
Yeah.
Chiefs are low key flaming out. I think that they're about to that team's about to explode. Like, first of all, these guys are gonna have to get paid eventually, right?
I mean, they're already getting paid.
But I mean, these
guys are getting, and Tyreek,
and then Mahomes is getting paid. But like, to keep the whole team together,
Mahomes' big contract kicks in next year.
Yeah, it kicks in
big money.
And then the defense wasn't that great. So, like, I mean, it got better along the season, but then there's like they had 5-6 games that they were complete crap this year.
Yeah, they weren't. No, they definitely like flamed out in the early middle of the season, and then they caught on at the end.
Yeah,
and then they lost at the end.
Rumors and rumblings about Benamy. Like, I don't know.
Okay, so might be on give me your just for fun. Give me your Super Bowl prediction.
Oh man. Okay, let me think. Throw some teams at me because like right now,
Buffalo, Denver, New England.
Ooh,
I can see Buffalo. I'm thinking Denver. If they get Aaron Rodgers.
Well, let's wait and see what they do first. But
yeah. So if you looked on the surface right now,
I say Buffalo. Buffalo can make it to the Super Bowl. I think Josh Allen might be the best quarterback in the league. He might be like best young quarterback, as you can say, because obviously Aaron Rodgers just won MVP.
Yeah,
but I think he might have the best chance. Like, that defense is good. Mm-hmm. That they just need a running game. Anything. They put you at running back. Put anybody at running back.
Their receiving core is going to look. It's going to look a little different next year.
I think it's going to be better though.
I think Sanders and Beasley are gone.
Get them gone. Make Gabe Davis your second receiver. I think that's an upgrade over. He should have been second receiver this entire season. Yeah. But it's tough when you have these guys because Sanders and Beasley were no bums either. But I think at least Sanders is gone. He might retire apparently. Like,
yeah,
I think they can make it out of the AFC. Out of the NFC, I have no idea, bro.
Can we talk about how stacked the AFC is, though?
Oh, every quarterback is in the AFC.
Name the best 5 quarterbacks in the league.
They're all in the AFC.
They're all in the
Josh
AFC.
Allen, Herbert, Burrow, Mahomes, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Who else? Whatever. Those are the 5 young guys, and then you look at the NFC. The one young guy is Kyler.
Yeah. And he's acting like a little baby right now.
Oh, and I'm not a believer. I don't believe even before this all came up, and this is just making it worse. I don't believe in Kyler. Like, some Giant fans on Twitter were like, "Oh, what if like he demands a trade?" Like, I don't want him. Obviously, a major upgrade over Daniel Jones, but I don't think Kyler's the guy to win it all for you either. And then he's already showing these he's injury prone, these character issues. Like, nah, I'm good.
He's gotten hurt 2 years in a row. They started out undefeated, right? 2 years in a row, 6-0, 7-0, 8-0. Then he gets hurt, and then they fall apart. So, no, as far as young in the NFC, it's Kyler. Maybe Trey Lance, maybe Justin Fields, but like,
if Trey Lance can come out and be good next year, I pick San Fran for sure.
Yeah,
But
San
we'll
Fran,
see.
man. Actually, I'm just gonna say now. I'm gonna go Denver, San Fran, because I'm assuming Denver's gonna get an upgrade at QB.
Okay.
So Denver, San Fran, just for the hell of it. That would be
Okay.
yeah. But I know Denver's trying to rebuild their defense, but whatever, just for
I
argument's
mean,
sake, just for fun.
they already have maybe the best corner in the league.
Patrick
Surtain?
Surtain Jr.
Yeah, he's top 5 already. He's already top
He's
5.
nasty. Yeah, he was
Yeah,
nasty.
bro. So I mean, we'll see. It's the NFL, man. You never know. Watch freaking Doug Peterson like be amazing in Jacksonville. They go to the playoffs next year.
Speaking of that, like you saw, I drafted Trevor Lawrence as my QB2 in our new
I didn't notice
dynasty
that.
league.
No,
It's super flex.
I mean it is arguably the best prospect since Luck. Like this past year shouldn't be.
I completely chalk it up to Urban Meyer is the worst coach. Needs to get the hell out of here.
And the interim wasn't that great either. Like a lot of people like don't think.
Wait, wasn't it? No, wasn't it Daryl Bevel?
Yes. Sorry.
Who's now
I confused his name with
the
Raiders
guy.
interim.
Yeah, so Daryl Bevel took over, and now he is the Dolphins QB coach.
Yeah, I know, but like some people we're not fans of him. Like obviously as a head coach, yeah, obviously QB coach. I mean, obviously like if he would have been like that good, he would have got an OC job somewhere else or something. But yeah, a QB coach is like that's fine. You know, let him work his way back up to being an OC.
Well, he's never been a head coach, like an actual head coach.
What was he there in the OC before?
He must have been the OC, yeah.
Yeah. So
but Urban Meyer's an idiot. So I think Doug Peterson will fix that team a little bit
for sure.
And will help Trevor Lawrence.
They can do it
better.
You never know. Honestly, it can be anybody, bro. Who knows? But that's the season. Now, going forward in our future episodes, we start our draft prep.
Yes, sir. We're going to talk a lot.
The 5th and 7th overall picks. I see them trading one of those back. But we'll talk about that when the time comes, and then our rankings for next year and everything else. Yeah,
we'll get into some dynasty talk. Draft season, our favorite time.
Yeah.
So
that's our Super Bowl.
That is literally our Super Bowl.
For Dolphin fans, your whole life is Super Bowl. For Giant fans, the last 6 years, this is my Super Bowl.
This one sucks. We have the 29th pick.
Oh yeah.
We've never had that pick,
bro. Okay, real talk. Before we sign off, I'm sorry. I gotta shit on the Dolphins a little bit.
Go ahead.
All right. Because for some reason, Twitter's algorithm thinks that I'm a diehard Giants, Broncos, Patriots, Dolphins fan. I don't know why. I'm deep in Broncos Twitter for some reason.
Okay.
But so I see a lot of also Dolphin tweets and Dolphin fans hate Greer. Bro, that you guys traded away Laramie Tunsil, right? Right, and then that was the following years when you had the 3 first-round picks, and you're like, oh my god, we fleeced them, got 3 first-round picks, whatever, and all 3 might be insignificant. Because I mean, Wilkins is good, but he's a D
Wilkins
tackle.
Wasn't one of those picks.
It wasn't Wilkins. Oh, sorry, that was
the 3 picks. The 3 picks.
Austin, right?
Is Tua, Austin Jackson, and Noah.
Oh my god,
Igboanagami, whatever his last name is.
Noah inactive.
Yeah, Noah inactive.
That's what Dolphins Twitter calls him. I've seen,
bro.
So
it's so bad
because you can argue. I mean, love Tua or not, you made the wrong pick with Tua, right? Because Herbert, the tackle, apparently he's trash.
Yeah. Well, he digressed from year 1 to year 2, and Noah Igbo is inactive literally every game.
That's why, look at the Rams, man. Screw them picks. You never know if you're gonna hit on that.
Trade them away for the Dolphins can't do that.
I know. I'm saying the Dolphins. I mean, the Rams, they were in a position to say, "Screw it. We don't know if we're gonna hit on these picks, anyways."
Yeah. Well, also they assume they're gonna be late picks. Boom, it was a late pick, the last pick in the draft.
Look, 30 years from now, some little kid in Detroit is going to be looking back, learning about his team history. He's like, Dad, look, in 2022, we won the Super Bowl. We picked 32nd.
No, son. We actually picked 2nd, or whatever.
And the way we did, son. And the way we did. Matt Stafford was
Matt
there.
Stafford.
Eminem was there. And the way we did. But yeah, man. It is what it is. But next week, we'll start doing some, I don't know yet. NFL draft or
we'll figure it out.
rankings. Yeah, we'll figure it out, bro.
We'll figure it out. In the free agency starts, I think March 16.
Yeah.
So less than a month away.
A month from yesterday, I believe.
I just want to close this out with my Florida Panthers are killing it this year. I'll be at the game next Thursday.
The Rangers.
So the Rangers are good. I think you guys are top 5 in the league right now.
Yeah.
So we got the Panthers at the top. We got the Heat at the top. We got the Rangers in the top 5.
That's all I have.
That's all we got. That's all we have.
My other team, my one good team, might not even play this season because Rob Manfred is a bum and hates baseball. So that's where we're at. But as soon as the lockout ends, one of these 3 players will be on the Yankees. Either Freddie Freeman, Olsen, or Carlos Correa. One of the 3. One of the 3 will be a Yankee. You heard it here first on Sports Nerds Live.
All right, man.
All right, buddy.
Signing off. Let's go watch some Peacemaker. If you're not watching Peacemaker, watch that show. It's an awesome show.
So good. It's the way a DC superhero show should be. Well, superhero. I guess you can call him a superhero. Anti-hero?
Anti-hero.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
So, all right, man. Good stuff. I'll see you next week. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Take it easy.